Fashion fans, welcome back. We're delving into the most talked about looks from the 2025 Met Gala that fell short tonight. These are the celebrity ensembles that left fashion reviewers perplexed, with their odd silhouettes and eye-catching color combinations. To ensure that you never miss our in-depth explorations of red carpet moments, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Let's get going now. Chamberlain, Emma, with an outfit that felt more like an avant-garde costume than Met Gala couture. Emma Chamberlain opened the evening. She wore bright orange sequined flare pants with a bubblegum pink puff sleeve blouse, a color combination so striking that it nearly burned her retina. Emma finished it off with a neon green purse and hefty silver sneakers, which gave the ensemble a garage sale vibe rather than a high-fashion one. Although we adore Emma's bold sense of style, this ensemble didn't work out. Instead of putting the components against one another, a slimmer form or a different color scheme may have elevated them. Gigi Hadid. Next up comes Gigi Hadid, who showed up wearing what can only be described as a cocktail dress that has been disassembled. She wore a slouchy satin drape that hung well beyond her knees on one side and a beautiful lace bodice on the other. The mismatched fabrics and uneven hemline gave the impression that her stylist had run out of sewing time. Although Gigi kept her accessories simple, the optical confusion persisted. This half-and-half idea felt more like a fitting error than a daring statement, although a single fabric strategy or a completely asymmetrical design might have worked. Although Lorde is renowned for her dark, unorthodox fashion sense, this year's Met Gala selection appeared stale. She was dressed in a somber shade of olive green, wearing a heavy velvet gown with a floor-swiping train and enormous ruffled sleeves. She looked less like a pop diva and more like a medieval statue as the heavy fabric sucked her body in. The overall atmosphere was more somber than glitzy since her hair and makeup were equally dark, with slicked back hair and golden lips. Her shape may have been highlighted and her distinctive gothic charm could have been updated with a lighter fabric or a more contemporary style. Sadie Sink. Unusual things, wearing a translucent black outfit adorned with large silver safety pins. Sadie Sink took a chance. Although the execution appeared sloppy, the look was edgy. It was difficult to determine if it was an accident or art because some pins dangled at strange angles and the underlayers didn't cover enough. The juxtaposition between her big platform boots and the delicate pins was bewildering. Although we admire Sadie for pushing the envelope, this could have been a success rather than a fashion faux pas if she had had a more coordinated accessory scheme, possibly with smaller pins or a more subdued design. Hawke. Maya Hawke appeared on the red carpet wearing a pastel yellow suit that appeared to be a combination of two entirely different looks. The lower part was a sleek satin skirt with a side slit, while the upper half was a strapless corset adorned with feathers. The pastel color washed her out in the glaring light, and the abrupt change from soft touch to glossy cloth was startling. Even her jewelry, a large gold necklace, failed to connect the dots between satin glitz and feather whimsy. She may have looked more coherent rather than cut and paste if she had chosen a single fabric or made the change more gradually. Hathaway, and typically a red carpet pro, Anne Hathaway showed up wearing a full-length gown adorned with enormous sparkly flowers. It looked comical at first, but upon closer inspection, the size of the flowers concealed the dress's structure, turning Anne into a walking horticultural exhibit. Although the pastel color scheme was lovely, her frame was overpowered by the applique's size. Simple cosmetics and hairstyles were insufficient to counterbalance the flower outburst. Instead of being overpowered by the flowers, Anne's elegance would have been highlighted with a smaller flowery design or fewer appliques. Goggins, Walton performer wearing a velvet suit with a striking geometric print, Walton Goggins took a risk. Although the neon pink and green shapes felt comical, the deep burgundy ground looked gorgeous. His big blazer and wide leg pants gave the ensemble an air of antiquity rather than dapperness. He accessorized it with a dapper white shirt and timeless black loafers, which were wise decisions, but insufficient to avoid the suit's color clash. This could have been a fashion faux pas rather than a noteworthy menswear moment with a thinner shape or a more muted design. Kloss, Karlie Kloss taken us by surprise and not in a nice way. A huge bow hung down one side of her strapless tulle gown, which was draped in pastel colors that didn't match. The outfit appeared unfinished despite having more layers than a wedding cake. Her neat hairline appeared to clash with the maximalist energy of the gown, and her sparse jewelry selection was unable to match the frothy volume of the garment. Karlie's model figure and inherent attractiveness might have been highlighted with a more straightforward silhouette or a monochromatic color scheme. The 2025 Met Gala's worst dress moments are right there. What caught you off guard the most? Who do you think will win or lose the next big red carpet? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Please hit the bell to ensure you don't miss our next style breakdown. Subscribe for more fashion recaps and give us a thumbs up if you liked this countdown. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you again soon.